And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of X75 Unsanctioned on Twitch via my PlayStation 4 here in Maryland. But as you can tell by seeing the screen, Dickson and I are going to be playing NHL 17. And since I also need to do a recording for the Xperience Hockey Talk, Serious Hockey Talk for serious hockey fans, we're going to be doing a dual episode, which is going to cover both at the same time, which is going to be the most challenging thing for me to do while also trying to crush Dickson in NHL 17. Real quick, though, I do have to go for sponsors, because this is also being recorded for the Xperience Hockey Talk. Xperience Hockey Talk, which is serious hockey talk for serious hockey fans, is also brought to you by the Till-Kill in Frederick, Maryland. The Till-Kill Pub and Eatery, located 5605 Spectrum Drive in Frederick, Maryland. Come to the Celtic-themed sports pub featuring the world-famous Till-Kill girls. For more on Till-Kill Frederick, visit them on Facebook today. And as always, we also want to give a shout-out to our good friend Ben Penrod and Southern Maryland Comic-Con, which will be taking place Sunday, November 13th, 2016, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Hollywood Volunteer Fire Department in Hollywood, Maryland. Admission's $10. Kids are free. And for more information on the purchase tickets, go to somd.mdcomiccons.com. And I'm already confirming one fear that I had originally going into this was, can you see my laptop? No, you can't. Good. Good. Now with that, Dickson.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I did my thing. You love hearing me do my plugs, don't you?
Yes, I do.
But yeah, so, as I mentioned, this is going to be dual NHL 17 for Twitch and Xperience Hockey Talk, which will be going up on the SoundCloud a little bit later on. While we're picking our uniforms and going into the game, I'm going with the Blackhawks to appease our new overlords who own the company we work for. We're going to start off with some NHL news, which is goalie Craig Anderson rejoined the Ottawa Senators on Saturday, 10/29, returning from a leave of absence that was granted earlier in the week after his wife was diagnosed with cancer. They announced that day that Anderson's wife, Nicole, is in the early stages of her diagnosis, but she encouraged Craig Anderson to return due to an injury to Andrew Hammond. Dickson, you can hit X anytime. Thank you. That day also had the Washington Capitals taking on the Vancouver Canucks, which I was remarkable enough to stay awake for most of it. Lineups for the Washington Capitals of Alex Ovechkin, Nicholas Backstrom, and Justin Williams, Marcus Johansson with Evgeny Kuznetsov and Tom Wilson, Andrei Burakovsky of Lars Eller and TJ Oshie, Zach Sanford with Jay Beagle and Brett Connolly. Defense was Carl Alston with Matt Niskanen, Dimitrov with John Carlson, Brooks Orpik with Nate Schmidt, Brooks Orpik with Nate Schmidt, and Phil Grubauer in net. For the Canucks, they had Daniel Sedin and Henrik Sedin with Jannik Hansen, Marcus Granlund with Brandon Sutter and Louis Eriksson, Sven Bartetsky with Bro Horvat, and Jake Virtanen, Mike Zaleski with Brendan Gaunce and Jack Skilly. Defense was Alexander Edler with Troy Stetcher, Ben Hutton with Eric Goodbranson, Lucas Beasel with Philip Larson, and Jacob Markstrom in the net. Ooh, I got it done in time for the opening face-off. Go me. Don't do it, EA.
Yeah.
And I scored. So in the first period, at 7:57 into the first period, TJ Oshie would be called for holding. Then at 17:57, Marcus Johansson would score his second of the season from Matt Niskanen, his fifth of the season. Then 18:12, Tom Wilson would score his first of the season from Evgeny Kuznetsov and Marcus Johansson, their third and fourth of the season, respectively. Then in 19:54, Jannik Hansen would score his second of the season from Eric Goodbranson. At the end of the first period, the Capitals would be up 2-1 over Vancouver. Shots were 15-11 in favor of the Caps. Face-offs were tied at 12 apiece. Hits were 9-5 in favor of the Caps. And the Caps had no power plays, and Vancouver had one, and they did not capitalize on that one at all. Ooh. Oh. Dope. Good job, Dickson.
Don't do it, Groovy. Don't do it. EA, don't do it.
Don't do it, EA.
You've been very good lately. Don't do it.
It doesn't like the fact that we're doing 10-minute periods.
I don't think so. I think it hates the fact that we do that. Although,
Yep, I scored. Okay, hold on. Shut up. And the analysis for the first period is this was a good first period for the Capitals. They were beating the Canucks to lose pucks, keeping the puck in the offensive zone, and getting pucks on the net. What they need to do going forward in this game was the Capitals need to not go into another second period slump. They need to keep pushing the play in the Canucks zone and continue to crash the net and get pucks on net. Also, Philip Grubauer needs to place his rebounds better. At least twice this period, he kicked rebounds on the Connect. And then in the second period, Carl Alzer and Troy Stetch would be called for holding. Then on the power play at 8:58, Marcus Johansson would score his second of the game and third of the season from TJ Oshie and Nicholas Backstrom, their first and fourth respectively. Now we get back into the play. Don't do it, EA.
Washington's prevailed again on the face-off of the neutral zone.
Don't do it, EA.
Why does it hate us so much? Because I reset the thing before even came on, so
Snapping a pass to Mechanics.
God.
sorry, as you were saying.
Well, I can't say anything right now because okay, now I can go into it. Then at 17-17, Bo Horvat scored his fourth for the season from Sven Barchetsky and Jake Virtanen. At the end of the second period, the Caps would be up 3-2. Shots were 26-19. Faceoffs were 22-25 in favor of the Canucks. Hits were 14-13 in favor of the Caps. The Caps were 1-for-1 on the power play, and the Canucks were 0-for-2. And it said, I lost my connection. And a very good period for the Capitals. They created very good chances and made the most of their only power play opportunity by scoring on it. Also, as disappointing as it was to have Nate Schmidt's goal waved off at 3:56 into the second period, the Caps came back and responded very well. The Capitals, what they need to do is continue to press the play in the Canucks zone. Also, Philip Grubauer still needs to do better with his rebound control. Hey, Dickson. Both goals against have both goals against have been a result of a bad rebound control on Grubauer's half. So it said I lost connection, but I have a good connection.
I'm sorry, but I don't know why it's saying I'm poor when I reset the freaking thing and I have 100% connection.
Yeah, I know. It's EA. It's not us. It's EA. But anyways, going into the third period, Ben Hutton was called for tripping at 3:10, then Lars Eller was called for hooking at 7:52. At 17:33, TJ Oshie would score his third of the season from Andre Burakovsky and Nate Schmidt, both their second assists of the season. And then Jake Virtanen would be called for cross-checking at 17:50, as well as Nicholas Backstrom. And then with the empty net at 18:42, Carl Alzer would score his first of the season, which would be unassisted. The Capitals are going to win the game 5-2. Shots were 35-25 in favor of the Caps. Faceoffs were 37-32 in favor of the Caps. Hits were 17-16 in favor of the Canucks. And the power play, the Caps were 1-for-2, and the Canucks were 0-for-3. Overall, good game for the Washington Capitals. They won, which is always a positive. Wouldn't you agree, Dickson?
Yep.
So we try to do this again. Also that day you had other games, which was the Buffalo Sabres defeating the Florida Panthers 3-0, Pittsburgh beating the Flyers 5-4, Boston beating Detroit 1-0, Montreal defeating Toronto 2-1, New Jersey defeating Tampa Bay 3-1, Minnesota defeating Dallas 4-0, St. Louis defeating Los Angeles 1-0, Colorado defeating Arizona 3-2, and San Jose defeating Nashville 4-1. And in regards to the Canadiens, Canadiens extended their season opening point streak to 9 games for themselves. So overall, a good day of hockey. When the Penguins took on the Flyers, both Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin both scored 2 goals each. Malkin was able to score his 300th of his NHL career in that game. And Minnesota Wild Devin Dubnyk made 29 saves to also pick up his third consecutive shutout and improve the 5-1-1 this season for the Wild. Then the next day, Detroit Red Wings forward Steve Ott has been fined $2,222.22, the maximum allowable under the CBA, for spearing Boston Bruins Zdeno Chara in the groin in their game on Saturday the 29th. So just keep that in mind, Dickson. I spear you in the nuts, I'm going to get fined $2,222.22. It's all about them twos. All right?
Like you could be able to afford losing that much right now, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Jesus!
To the opposite corner by Beagle. Washington's got it in the defensive zone. Directing that one to Hall. The lane was open and he took it. He just missed wide. Washington's moving it up the wing.
See what happens when you actually are a good boy and you actually play nice?
Well, I did 4-minute periods this time. You're kidding me. We're only 12 minutes into our feed. Oh. Yeah, okay, anyways, so... Hey, Dickson. It's EA server, as always. Anyways, going on to the... What? What was that? Oh, anyways, we're losing Dickson, so anyways... On October 30th, the Capitals took on the Calgary Flames. For the Capitals, their lineup was Alex Ovechkin with Nicholas Backstrom and Justin Williams, Marcus Johansson with Evgeny Kuznetsov and Tom Wilson, Andrei Burakovsky of Lars Eller and TJ Oshie, Zach Sanford with Jay Beagle and Brett Connolly. On defense, they had Dmitry Orlov with John Carlson, Carl Alsner with Matt Niskanen, Brooks Orpik with Nate Schmidt, and Braden Holtby in net. For the Calgary Flames, they had Johnny Gaudreau with Sean Monahan and Alex Chiasson, Matthew Tkachuk with Michael Backlund and Michael Frolik, Christopher Stieg with Sam Bennett and Troy Brouwer, Michael Furland with Matt Stajan and Lance Bouma. Defense was Mark Giordano with Dennis Weidman and TJ Brody with Derek England, and Jyrki Jokipakko with Dougie Hamilton, with Brian Elliott in the net. In the first period at 2:01, Brett Connolly scored his first of the season, assisted by Jay Beagle and Zach Sanford, their second and first of the season. Also, Zach Sanford's first point in his NHL career. Then Derek England would be called for high sticking at 6:39, which on that power play at 7:14, Marcus Johansson would score his fourth of the season, assisted by Alex Ovechkin and Nicholas Backstrom, their second and fifth, respectively. Then at 13:44, Michael Backlund would score his first of the season from Matthew Tkachuk and Michael Frolik, their third and second of the season, respectively, as well. The Capitals would be up 2-1 after the first period. Shots were 12-8 in favor of the Capitals. Face-offs were... Hey, Dickson, welcome back. Shots would be 12-8 in favor of the Capitals. Face-offs would be 12-10 in favor of Calgary. Hits would be 8-2 in favor of Calgary. And on the power play, the Caps would be 1-for-1, and Calgary did not have one at all. This was a good first period for the Capitals. They scored early and capitalized on their lone power play of the period. The line combos that Barry Trotz has come up with are clicking for a second straight game so far. Caps need to continue the pressure on the Flames and continue to create chances. Also, the Caps need to remain disciplined and continue to draw penalties as well. Dickson?
Yes.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's EA server. Like, our internet's fine. Like, if the internet was bad, I wouldn't be streaming right now.
I'm sorry, you wouldn't be able to what now?
To stream.
Yeah.
So, going into the second period for the Caps, or for the Caps Flames game, was all penalties at 5:47. Matt Stajan would be called for tripping. At 10:57, TJ Oshie would be called for holding, and at 18:36, Justin Williams would be called for slashing. The Capitals would still be up 2-1 over the Flames after the second period. Shots would be 21-14 in favor of the Caps. Faceoffs are tied at 21 apiece. And hits were 13-7 in favor of the Flames. Power play, the Caps were 1 for 2, and the Flames were 0 for 1 with their second in progress. That will be interesting, white on white. This was an okay period for the Caps. They were unable to capitalize on the lone power play of the period, plus they took penalties of their own. They were able to keep the Flames off of the scoreboard, which is a positive. The Capitals need to go back and play like the way they did in the first period. They need to remain disciplined and stay out of the box this period. Then in the third period, while I fell asleep during the third period, Marcus Johansson was scored at 19:35 into the empty net for his 5th of the season and 2nd of the game, assisted by Jay Beagle, his 3rd assist of the season. The Caps would go on to win 3-1. Shots were 29-22 for the Caps. Faceoffs were 32-28 in favor of Calgary. Hits were 21-11 in favor of Calgary. And the power play was 1 for 2 for the Caps and 0 for 2 for Calgary. Got 2 games down, Dickson. 2! Alright, and then also for games that night, you had the Buffalo Sabres beating the Winnipeg Jets 3-1, the Philadelphia Flyers beating the Carolina Hurricanes 4-3, the Florida Panthers defeating the Detroit Red Wings 5-2, the New York Islanders defeating the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-1, the Chicago Blackhawks defeating the Los Angeles Kings 3-0, the New York Rangers defeating Tampa Bay 6-1, and Ottawa beating Edmonton 2-0, which we will talk about that after this opening face-off and potential first goal by me again. And it seems like it's running smoother this time. Fingers crossed.
Pressing on with it in center ice. Passing one off now to Hall. That puck's loose, defended away by Bormeister. Loose puck, good defensive denial. And the puck.
What the hell did Jeff Carter just do?
Scrum over, puck kicked.
No idea. As long as, my goalie does not, pull a disappearing act from the freaking crease, I think I'll be okay. My goalie likes to disappear from the crease.
That's a prime scoring area. What a save. Gathered in by Carter. Picks it up back.
Ouch.
Don't do it, EA.
Carried to the corner by Taylor Hall.
Oh, come on. Really, EA? I bet you if we went on the battlefront, we wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah, I know.
I know, it was a crappy goal, but I'll take it. But anyways, speaking of the Edmonton Oilers and the Ottawa Senators, in his first start since taking a leave of absence to be with his wife Nicole, who was recently diagnosed with cancer, Craig Anderson stopped all 37 shots he faced to help the Ottawa Senators end the Edmonton Oilers' 5-game winning streak. Anderson, who shot the Vancouver Canucks in his last game on October 25th, had the 35th shutout of his NHL career and improved to 5-1-0 with 2.46 goals against average and a .921 save percentage in 2 shutouts this season. It was a very special moment. If you didn't watch any of the highlights from that game, it was worth watching.
My fault.
And so there's an icing on this play.
So that was obviously a big game for the Ottawa Senators and Craig Anderson. And then, of course, Michael Grabner scored a hat-trick, which was the 3rd hat-trick of his NHL career, to guide the New York Rangers to their 4th win in their past 5 games. And then the opening face-off.
Good clean win. From the outside. Save. Play to be made now by Brown. A shot. Save. Big
Oh.
save there. Looks for room. Picked up by the defense. Swept away.
This is a little confusing with the.
I'm actually
white on
not
white.
confused because I just know that I'm wearing black and you're wearing blue.
Team Canada's on the move through the neutral zone.
Maybe my eyes actually are starting to go away.
Oh, good save.
Thank you.
Being so close to that, this is all a reactionary save.
Wonderful chance to score, but no.
Oh, damn it.
Moving it
It's
to
alright.
Eagle.
It's alright, dude.
Gains the zone. Terrific determination by Dan Girardi.
It's like, we're doing the hockey podcast. And then we got to stop real quick because we're playing a hockey game.
Off the defense.
Uh,
The Capitals wheel it up the wing.
This puck is shot from a long way out. I like the height.
Oh, that was not cool, man. And I still got the puck. It's like, not cool, man, but I still got the puck.
Skating with it now through center ice. Fires. That's turned
Oh, God.
that was dangerous.
That was...
chip to Beagle. Up grab, what's next?
Nice. All right, and then, of course, on Monday, the NHL 3 Stars of the Week were announced for the week ending October 30th. Your first star was Craig Anderson, goalie of the Ottawa Senators. Anderson stopped all 59 shots he faced to post a 2-0 record and guide the Senators to third place in the Atlantic Division, which quite honestly doesn't mean anything right now this early in the season. He made 22 saves in a 3-0 victory over the Canucks on October 25th. Then, while taking a leave of absence following the cancer diagnosis of his wife Nicole, he returned with a 37-save shutout and a 2-0 triumph over the Oilers on the 30th.
Recently another goal, and so the lead is 2. And they've taken that face-off between
Bad pass, Green.
won it. Dumped in. Pressed to the glass. Up corralled by McCann. Terrific determination by McDonald. The Capitals in their own end of possession as they travel. Scooped up by Niskanen. Nice job, straight stand-up poke check. Pass attempt to Soderberg. And off, no team worth its name. That good. And there was a shot. That strikes me.
Whoa.
Must be late for his walk-off, 'cause that's how late it was.
All right, I won that fight. Second star of the week was Devin Dubnyk, goalie of the Minnesota Wild. Dubnyk, who was also flawless, denying all 94 shots and 3 stars to lead the Wild to a 3-0 week in first place in the Central Division. He made 27 saves in a 5-0 win over the Bruins on October 25th, 38 saves in a 4-0 victory over the Sabres on the 27th, and 29 saves in a 4-0 triumph over the Dallas Stars on October 29th. And the third star was defenseman Shea Weber of the Montreal Canadiens. Weber registered 3 goals, 2 assists, and 5 points, including a pair of game-winning goals to power the Canadiens to a 4-0 week and to the top of the NHL standings.
And so down it goes, and icing is
He opened with consecutive 2-point performances and a 3-1 victory over the Flyers on the 24th and a 3-2 win over the New York Islanders on October 26th. Got a couple more things to cover.
beat him on that one. Carried from the defensive zone toward center. That one blocked.
That was the greatest shot on goal I've ever had.
Clock has bled down to the last minute. Shifts to the backhand and shoots. Outstanding save.
Oh, don't do it, EA. See, I could have scored on that play.
Directing that one to Foligno. Gains the zone. Oh, what a break. That shot hit somebody. Didn't have time, but he saved it anyway.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area.
All right, then on November 1st, the NHL announced their 3 stars for the month of October. First star was center Connor McDavid of the Edmonton Oilers. McDavid paced the NHL with 5 goals, 7 assists, and 12 points in 9 games to power the Oilers to the top of the Pacific Division in Western Conference.
Oh, quick off the draw. Good quick poke check there.
And then your second star was defenseman Shea Weber of the Montreal Canadiens, who led all defensemen 4 goals, 6 assists, and 10 points in 9 contests to guide the Canadiens to first place in the league standings, highlighted by a 7-game winning streak to close the month. And then your third star of the month was center Jonathan Marchessault of the Florida Panthers. He shared the league with 6 goals and tied for third overall with 11 points in 9 games to lift the Panthers to a 4-4-1 October. I need to blow my nose.
You go ahead and do that while I'm still trying to figure out well, so far in this game, you're basically beating me in every statistical category except for hits, which granted it's 4-3, but that doesn't mean a damn thing right now.
Yeah. And then of course, for the NHL announced that Toronto Maple Leafs center William Nylander, who led all rookies with 7 assists and 11 points in 9 games, has been named the NHL's Rookie of the Month for October. Nylander edged teammate Austin Matthews and Winnipeg Jets right winger Patrick Laney, and Flyers center Travis Konecny and the Rangers Jimmy Vesey for the honor for Rookie of the Month. And of course, when I get the chance, the next thing we'll do is the Caps game against the Winnipeg Jets that took place last night, and go over NHL news and notes for last night's games as well. But first, time to wreck you.
The pain train stops for no one.
Up the wing still with possession. Fires. And a good job in the goal crease. For a face-off coming up next.
I don't know if he's going to make the save much easier than that one. He's in good position. It's a rather routine stop.
Solid, clean win. Puck loose. Good defensive play. Now it's directed to Nielsen. Gets in, looks over his options here. Big chance here.
Don't do it, EA. Don't you do it.
The Capitals have possession in their own end.
Don't do it. Well, we made it through a period this time, at least. Come on, EA. Really? This is the crap we have to deal with all the freaking time. How are we supposed to play if they won't let us play? It says I have a good connection, but it doesn't want to acknowledge that I have a good connection. It's EA server who is having this freaking problem. That's 3 games now Dickson and I have tried playing, and we've been booted all 3 times because EA server cannot do it.
EA needs to fix their NHL servers in the worst way. It's getting ridiculous.
Yep. And of course, if you tweet them, they're going to say it's your connection. But the thing is, though, is that you have a good connection. They just don't want to admit it that there's a problem. Maybe instead of putting all your server power into Madden, which sucks every year, put it into a game that's actually good, and you won't have this freaking problem. Well, anyways, you know what? We're going to go into the Caps-Jets game that took place last night while we just kind of let things simmer for a little bit before we go into our next attempt of a hockey game here, which was the lineup for the Washington Capitals: Alex Ovechkin, Nicholas Backstrom, Justin Williams, Marcus Johansson, Evgeny Kuznetsov, and Tom Wilson, Andre Burakovsky, Lars Eller, and TJ Oshie, Zach Sanford with Jay Beagle and Brett Connolly, Dmitry Orlov with John Carlson, Carl Alzer with Matt Niskanen, Brooks Orpik with Nate Schmidt, and Braden Holtby in the net. For the Winnipeg Jets, you had Nikolai Ehlers, Mark Scheifele with Blake Wheeler, Patrick Laney with Matthew Perreault and Kyle Connor, Sean Matthias with Adam Laurie and Joel Ermia, Brandon Tanev with Alexander Vermistrov and Chris Thorburn. Defense is Josh Morrissey and Dustin Byfuglien, Toby Enstrom with Paul Postma, and Julian McCrory with Ben Sherratt, and Connor Hellebuck in the net. And screw it, I'm just going to go for the entire game right now while we wait before we go into the next thing. In the first period at 9:17, Alex Ovechkin was called for slashing. Then at 10:40, Adam Lowry was called for tripping. At 15:52, Dmitry Orlov was called for holding. And then at 19:15, Carl Alzner scored his second of the season from Marcus Johansson and Evgeny Kuznetsov, their fifth and fourth of the season, respectively. Then, at the end of the first period, the Capitals would be up 1-0 over the Winnipeg Jets. Shots were 14-8 in favor of the Jets. Faceoffs were 12-10 in favor of the Jets. Hits were 9-3 in favor of the Caps. Power play was 0-1 and 0-2 for the Caps and Jets, respectively. This was a very rocky start to the game for the Capitals. They've taken 2 bad penalties. They have given the Jets the opportunity to take the momentum. Also, the Caps need to shoot more when they have the chance. They threw away too many opportunities by going for passes. The Caps need to get their legs going in the second period. They need to generate more shots on net and create more chaos in the Jets' zone. In the second period at 8:13, Marcus Johansson would score his 6th of the season from Evgeny Kuznetsov, his 5th of the season. Then Dmitry Orlov would be called for slashing at 11:26. The Capitals would now be up 2-0 over Winnipeg. Shots were 29-17 in favor of the Jets. Faceoffs were 23-21 in favor of the Caps. Hits were 15-10 in favor of the Caps. And on the power play, the Caps are 0-1 and the Jets 0-3. This was a better period for the Capitals, which saw them generate better scoring opportunities. However, the Capitals need to press harder and continue to get shots on net. Also, the Caps need to stay out of the penalty box and keep the Jets from being able to take the momentum for this game. Then going into the third period, at 1:14, Kyle Connor was called for hooking. At 11:17, Justin Williams was called for hooking as well. Then at 11:55, Toby Enstrom was called for tripping. At 13:04, Mark Scheifele scored his 5th of the season from Blake Wheeler and Ben Sherratt. At 17:35, Adam Lowry scored his 1st of the season from Joel Armia and Kyle Connor. Then at 19:30, Jay Beagle would score his 1st of the season from John Carlson, his 2nd of the season. And then Mark Scheifele would be called for slashing at the end of the game. The Capitals would go on to win 3-2. Shots were 45-27 in favor of the Jets. Faceoffs were 37-28 in favor of the Capitals. Hits were 20-14 in favor of the Capitals. And on the power play was 0-3 for the Caps and 0-7 for the Jets. That was not the best period for the Capitals. They were lucky that Jay Beagle was able to steal one for them in that game. That pretty much that entire game was not a good game for the Washington Capitals. And then looking at what else took place last night, the New York Rangers took on the St. Louis Blues 5-0. Defeated the St. Louis Blues 5-0. Columbus Blue Jackets defeated the Dallas Stars 3-2 in overtime. Tampa Bay beat the Islanders 6-1. Toronto beat Edmonton in overtime 3-2. And the first matchup between McDavid and Austin Matthews. Ottawa defeated Carolina 2-1 in overtime. Boston defeated Florida 2-1. Buffalo defeated Minnesota 2-1. Chicago beat Calgary 5-1. Nashville beat Colorado 5-1. Arizona beat San Jose 3-2, and Anaheim defeated Los Angeles 4-0. And that's a concerning thing to look at, that 3 times now in this one episode, I have mentioned that the Los Angeles Kings have been shut out. That's not good. Don't you agree, Dickson?
Yeah, it makes you wonder what's going on with the Kings. It really does. If it's coaching, we don't know if it's coaching. We don't know what it is.
And then, of course, Rangers offense boost Lundqvist in milestone shutout. Henrik Lundqvist stopped 35 shots he faced to earn his 60th NHL shutout in the Rangers' 5-0 win against the Blues. Rookie Jimmy Vesey scored a goal and 2 assists for 3 points, which led a high-power Rangers offense that has scored 11 goals over the past 2 games, which were both wins. Lundqvist, who has spent his entire career at the Rangers, is the all-time franchise leader in wins and shutouts. He became the 7th goaltender in NHL history to earn 60 or more shutouts with the same franchise. And some of those other names are Martin Brodeur with the Devils, Terry Sawchuk with Detroit, George Hainsworth with the Canadiens, Tony Esposito with the Blackhawks, Alex Connell with the original Ottawa Senators from 1917 to 1934, Turk Broda with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and of course now Henrik Lundqvist with the Rangers. So you had so that was that for the NHL. Sneak peek for today is Vancouver at Montreal, Detroit at Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh at Anaheim. But quite frankly, I'm not going to lie. For me, it's all about the... why is this all the way over here? Yeah, okay, restart my laptop. I don't care. Yeah, it's just the World Series tonight, Game 7. History is going to be made. And Dickson?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you send me the request to play instead of me? Let's see what it does when you send me the request. And for anyone listening to the Xperience Hockey Talk and wondering what the hell am I doing, you should watch the Twitch stream. It's why I get to rage a little bit more, because, you know, we're trying to play a video game right now, which is what we do on Twitch, on X75 Unsanctioned. But because I knew I had to record this episode and I didn't want to do 2 recording sessions in one night, I decided to join them together. The only thing is that X75 Unsanctioned, we're allowed to curse, TSXT, PG show, so Dickson and I are trying our best not to curse.
Yeah, we've been very we've tried to be very good today.
And of course, we normally have a live tweeter, which is our friend Chris, at Shaggy. I keep forgetting his Twitter handle because it's a freaking long Twitter handle. He is MIA right now. He has not. Yeah, Shaggy 901516. He's our buddy. He live tweets the X75 Unsanctioned show. Don't know. Hasn't responded to any messages. He knew that we were doing this today. And yeah, man. I miss having Shaggy's tweets, man. Shaggy! Miss you, boy.
Where are you, Shaggy?
See, now everyone look at my screen. And of course, for the people who are on listening to this show on SoundCloud, go to twitch.tv/themichaelx75 or go to the X75 Productions YouTube page, because I always import these over to YouTube anyways. You will see on my screen, where you can actually see me, slightly to my left, you will see a little image of CM Punk, and next to it will have 3 bars and it says good. Now it says poor. It just went to poor. Why is it saying poor? Now it's good. And I highly encourage people to watch this video and just literally watch this and go like, okay, they have a good connection. They're going to go into this game. It just went to poor again. Now it's good again. Hey, Dickson.
Yes.
I know you can't see me. But drink it in, man.
Lock it in, man.
the key of... I have the key of Jericho. I'm still getting that t-shirt that says, you just made the list.
Oh, we have to.
Because Dickson, Dickson, I need to have a serious moment with you right here, my friend. And that is EA NHL 17, or no, EA Sports. You, my friend, you just made
You just made the list.
the list. Because, my God, your goalie's goals against average is a 16.84? Ah, Lord.
Keep in mind all the four times I left him in.
That's true. You're a horrible coach.
Decides to go back to his own end to try and get out. Good work with this.
I mean, not my fault you go postal on my players.
Don't go postal.
It's an onside play. And he's all
Eh,
and he got that one.
you pretty not postal, but you pretty much go.
I go postal on your goaltender.
Play by Carter.
That's true. Ouch.
By Nielsen.
Hi, body. Meet the boards. Jesus.
Whistle blown.
All right, now we're actually, knock on wood.
You can put in the win column if your special teams aren't very good. You have to at least be able to play even most nights with the other team on the power play and penalty kill if you expect to win.
Many thanks, Ray. Great glove save, but it's loose. And the save there. Terrific open ice hit.
Good Lord.
And the rest.
That hit.
Every level, you've got to have your head up.
Shoots. Guarded the goal again.
Am I just like creaming your players right now?
Yeah, it's weird, because I'm normally doing that to you.
The backhand and shoots. Directing that one.
Well, maybe you do it in real life, yeah.
Nicely into the zone. Directed on.
Oh,
Leave this guy.
what a nice
That's kind of
save.
that's also kind of why I'm afraid to play you in an actual game, is because I think you're gonna like absolutely murder me.
Great stick positioning. Stick is on the ice, but unfortunately,
That was a nice dive
don't
that you
mind-
did right there. Good dive, Dickson. Good dive.
Embellishment. You just made the list.
No, the lack of embellishment. You just made the list. Like, seriously, like Scott was claiming to me that in NHL 16 they called embellishment, and I've never seen an embellishment call. Don't do it, EA.
Don't do it, EA.
Knocked it away with the stick.
EA
See, I would have burned you with freaking Wilson.
at EA Sports NHL. You just made the list.
Near the boards. Now it's directed to Wilson. A shot. And it's driven away again. Hangs on to that one and he'll
And this is the same sort of problem we had with the beta.
Oh, the beta was worse. The beta wouldn't even let us really play online. At least on here, we've gotten games in.
under eight.
On the
Yeah, we
actual
have.
one.
Here in the first. It is tied at calm. On a cross-
Although it's maybe it's just the combination with EA trying to do, everything, especially with Battlefield 1 being out now too.
Well, the hell with
That-
Battlefield 1. I don't care. I could care less about that first-person shooter.
Washington's done it.
I'm making a point. I know you don't. That it's not your thing, but I'm saying keep in mind that they've probably got 4 or 5 things all going on at once.
I'll give them.
But they need to have but they need to have separate servers set up for their games instead of having them all try to do everything at once. Because it's ridiculous.
Like your face.
Hey. I'm not going after your face.
That's because I go after it already for you.
That you need to shut up there, good sir.
To Hansel. That puck is loose on good defensive play.
Puck gets loose way too easily.
Gathered in by
Twitch, where longtime friends can give each other insults and not throw punches.
ready in their own end.
Thanks, Twitch.
Gets in. What'll he do? So
Oh!
flashed. Ooh, that's going to be a
Yeah, you're gonna take that penalty, son.
Canadians have their goalie at the bench and they
take that penalty like it owes me something?
Yeah, man, because I'm gonna wreck you now. You're in your weak ass power play or penalty kill. I mean, you had the power play, and I got more shots on goal than you did. So you just do that bunch up crap. You can't play a team game.
Nana. Nice.
Oh, that's going to make them think twice about going to that area. With a blast.
Oh, by the way, you saw what the Blues did for Bouwmeester yesterday, right?
Nope. I know Bouwmeester played his 1000th game, though.
Yeah, on the inside of his jersey, I guess the Blues equipment manager put in like a special patch on the inside of the jersey. I think I retweeted that this morning.
That's cool.
I mean, you see a lot of the equipment managers do that for players. Actually, I know they did a big banner raising special one for the Penguins a few weeks back.
Come on. There we go. Go, Light Green. Now we can just get into regular, like, Twitch mode. Now that, like, I mean, we're still technically doing the Xperience Hockey Talk, so people are kind of going, like, what the heck are these two schmucks doing? But
we're trying to do two things. We're trying to get...
Yeah, we're seriously doing two things at once. Like, I'm happy that I was able to get through all my notes that I had to go through on the podcast. I got it done in, like, the first half of the show. Now, like, the second half of the show is, like, the X75 Unsanctioned version.
But we're still keeping it PG for obvious reasons.
Yep.
And I need to get on this probably Friday, but it seems like they restocked the Coyotes Kachina jerseys. So I'll actually finally be able to get it done this time.
If anyone's watching Twitch, which you should be right now, I just scored to take the 1-0 lead for the 4th time in a row now today. And yeah, while Dickson was going on about jerseys, I was kind of dancing in my little box that you can see me in. Nobody cares about you, Dickson.
Go back to your box, Mike.
Nobody I am in my box. I am in my box.
Into the end of attack. A shot. Terrific shot by a save. The Capitals look to make a difference up the wing. And he gains the zone. Wrist shot. What a save. I was looking for the leg to come on. Cagliano's lugging it in his own end. And it's one. Wrist shot. Waffle boarded.
Oh, the puck bounced. Go, Tom Wilson. You're my hero. Yes! And the juke out. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
I can be your hero.
I can be your hero.
Okay, just as long as you and I both don't break out singing Enrique Iglesias, I think we're okay. Because if we both broke out, there would be some problems.
Come on, Dickson. You know I can be your hero, baby. Don't do it, EA. Don't do it. Like, you could see it in the replay that it was doing it. Yeah, Tom Wilson.
Good job tying the man up on the faceoff. Teammate comes in. And the puck taken hold out by Green.
Why do my teammates keep insisting getting in my freaking way?
Because your teammates hate you.
Paid to do something in the intermissions too. Let's see if they make a change in this game. Right now we are done with one. 2 goals scored and both by the
Alright, game stats. 2-0, 15-6 are shots, hits are 7-3. My passing sucks.
How is my passing better than yours?
I know.
How?
And you're out face-offing me 6-5.
Well, I normally outface you, normally, but lately that's been you, especially with NHL 17.
Seems like it got dark in my room all of a sudden.
What do you think of what we've seen so far?
Oh, it's because of the screen. No, it's because of the screen.
If they want to get back in that game, they got to eliminate those turnovers.
Yep.
Up the wing and moving well. Turned right away with the poke check by Taylor Hall. The puck is fielded now by Niskanen. Nearly grazed the iron on that. You have to give yourself a chance.
Oh, where did you come from? It's like, I got a breakaway. And it's like, boom, you dead now.
And boom, you got him.
And boom goes dynamite. Wait, how is it no goal? How is it no goal?
Wait, did they wave it off?
Yeah, watch the referee in the replay. Look at the ref. No goal. No goal. You know what? You know what? I can't say it, but you know what? You look at my screen.
Oh, quick off the draw. Thrown in. And that one shot down the ice, and it will be an icing.
Welcome to the Xperience Hockey Talk Unsanctioned.
Washington's got it again.
Only if.
Possession now on the pickup by Felino. Looking to Bigo. Got it right back. Got his glove on it. And he
Congratulations, you got a shot on goal.
Yay!
I don't know if he's going to make
Sorry,
much
that
easier
was
with that
completely
one. He's in
uncalled
good
for.
position. It's a rather routine stop.
Team Canada's got a defensive zone win. Moved along and in. Gathered in by Yanko.
Not what I wanted to do.
Skill play by Green. Carried out of his own end towards center ice.
You know, I hit the pass button. No, we can't do that. Of course, now it... Don't do it, EA.
Poke checked away by Niskanen.
See, I would have burned past you if it wasn't for the glitching.
Scooped up by Green. Moving it.
Damn it.
Goes to the backhand. Routine play. Done well. Icing is nullified thanks to the hustle on that play. Shoots one. Gloved. He covers and a face-off.
Man, I would have probably made it 3-0 if it wasn't for the glitching. Or for the lag.
Yeah?
Although, honestly, right now, we'd probably really be in our first game still because that's how the 10-minute period games work.
Jabbed away by Brown. Washington's gating it back.
Yeah, but EA decides to be a bunch of
Dorks. Losers. Don't
do
do it, EA.
Do it.
God. For crying out loud, let us just play our damn game for once.
Good defensive play, hand to eye in center ice. He's alone. Wonderful save. Fires. And another strong save.
Seems like we've had a lot of this going on after a couple of the last whistles. Wouldn't be surprised if somebody's looking to dance in the future.
This fight is over with one last punch.
good God.
Well, you were going up against Dustin Brown. What did you expect?
Involved in this type of a play.
This is very true. Where is my hat that I had on my head? There it is.
The hat that you had on your head? Shouldn't it still be on your head?
Hey, not 8. I gotta find a way to keep the bigger head on top of the little head, or else it'll be flopping around.
Team Canada's quick on the draw. Gets in. What'll he do?
Penalty shot?
No hesitation at all.
What?
The official to make the penalty shot call on the trip from behind on the attacking player on the breakaway.
Okay.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? Guess what?
I'm gonna miss.
You're
I'm
gonna miss. You're so gonna miss. You're so gonna
With
miss.
the game's greatest event, a penalty shot.
More than likely.
There was some room. Not enough.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You missed.
I realized that. Jagoff. I realized that. I wasn't,
Quick shot. Just couldn't
really haven't done penalty shot. I really haven't done penalty shots in this game, so.
Yeah, I'm not that big on that either.
backhander to the net. That shot hit a man.
I mean, it's like you're doing the shootout. It's exactly what that is, except, you know.
Skilled play by Dan Girardi. Passing one off now to Bouwmeester. Pitching this one to Ward. And at an angle to Winnie. And it's turned aside. Chip to Beagle. Gains the blue line.
Ah.
By Nielsen. And the loose puck captured by Beagle. The Capitals continue on in their own end.
Oh.
What?
Fires! Oh, what a stop!
I thought the whistle was gonna blow, and the next thing I know, I look up and it's like, oh, the puck is on my stick.
And a good save there. Held there for a faceoff. Coming up next. Off the faceoff, he
Oh, it shows that we have a viewer. That one viewer is actually me.
snap by Carter.
That's quite funny. I wonder what happened to Shaggy.
Got a piece
I don't know. I guess he forgot that we were doing it tonight.
I guess.
Well, the shooter's pretty disappointed, guys. He delivered that puck quickly. It was accurate, yet the goaltender was just better than him on the wrist shot.
The Canadians win the draw. Wonderful block. That's the end. Good work by Bouwmeester. So now a penalty will be handed.
Tripping.
Interference.
Capitals are penalized 2 minutes for interference.
You get your ass in the box, boy.
Clearly an interference call, not allowing the player to get involved into the play. Plenty of good looks on the power play. They got to stay with the same game plan.
Eddie, I'm with you on that. Nothing much at stake. Just our reputations.
Oh, be quiet, Emmerich.
Canada is going back further to get restarted on this man advantage.
No one likes you.
I just like
sorry.
destroy. So I just like wreck your
Oh,
goaltender.
wait, I'm sorry. There are people who like Emmerich. The people over at NBC Sports like Emmerich.
Wonderful save. What a skill level there.
You want to score goals?
Although I kind of wish that that petition that people were signing actually did go through.
Oh, what a stop.
Oh yeah, a lot of people did.
Taylor Hall.
Oh no! No! Still up 2-0. Still up 2-0.
Rumble, rumble,
Rumble,
rumble,
grumble.
rumble, grumble, grumble.
Grumble, grumble. Grumble, grumble.
But the goaltender's in good shape. He makes the stop. And he's
You
able
always like to. Actually, we both have reasons to
Grumble,
grumble,
grumble.
grumble,
Grumble, grumble, grumble. I should be wrecking Dickson. Grumble, 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 grumble.
Got it.
If we were playing 10-minute periods, you probably would be. But since
If
EA,
EA
likes
wasn't
to,
lagging so much, I definitely would be.
Pitching it to Bennett. Hammers it. Ooh, save
Actually, that's being too generous.
I just missed the empty net that had my player in it.
Grubauer, get your ass back where it needs to go.
Get your fat ass back in the net, boy.
I am so tired.
And this period is over. Wow.
Get your space ass back here.
Get your space ass back over here.
Oh, we got a fire. Yes, the Xperience Hockey Talk has gone from this into quoting Herbert from Family Guy.
I'm out shooting you 28.
Why we have gone to that, I have absolutely no idea.
Because we technically did the Xperience Hockey Talk in the first half hour. Now we're really more in X75 Unsanctioned. Shots were 28-10. Hits were 7-5 me. Why does my thing keep jumping around from poor to good? That's the server. It has to be the server because I know my internet's good because I'm on my freaking laptop right now.
Period ahead. What are your thoughts so far, Eddie?
Capitals are down on the scoreboard, Doc, and you know they have a real hot goaltender at the other end. Pretty simple formula. More people, more pucks in the net. Eventually, you might get a bounce, and you'll be right back in this game.
And goes back a little further, hoping to gain ground.
What are you doing?
Foligno.
Trying not to go offsides.
Hey, guess what?
You're
gonna go offsides.
Come on, EA.
Don't do it, EA. God. Just let us freaking play the game.
Let us get one game in.
Outstanding play. Hatchets one. Strong shooter against a strong goaltender, and the guy with a trapper won.
That was a great scoring chance, guys. Better stop.
Canada's got that win. Good
Damn it.
intercept.
You know, normally you hold on to the puck and you skate it down.
By Cizikas.
Not just go, oh, I'm going to launch it. That's a great idea.
Onside. Hammers one. Deflected off the blocker. Taken to the corner by Placanis. Big hit. Possession gone. Blocked. He covers and has diffused the attack for now.
He has defused the attack for now.
Slow this game down.
Thank you, I'm Rick.
Able to with a whistle.
I don't know how the shooter can do much more than that. The goaltender made an excellent save on a great bid for goal.
Ooh,
What?
I see something on the NHL site that I might on and do it quickly.
We have a winner. Keeps it going in neutral ice. Taken on
That
by
was
Yannick.
not what I wanted to do.
Nicely into the zone. A backhand shot, and it's driven away again. Team Canada's in control of the puck in their own end. And
Go,
it's
Dustin Brown.
breakaway chance. Puck now possessed by Cole. Just a backhand. That's
I love how I like have your guys like clearly beaten and it's like, hey, lag.
Washington's in their own end and controlling play now. Shot. Wonderful save. He was hovering right
Nope.
over it.
You don't get many better opportunities.
Access denied.
So like right here.
Chance here. 2-on-1. Score.
Okay, well that's different. I actually got the goal this time.
Yeah, you did.
Tom Wilson's second of the game too. Man, I picked that corner.
Wilson's big-time slap shot comes in from the high slot. And so the goaltender's too quick to rely on his technique. He drops down quickly. That opens up the top bucket. And too much room there for a shooter of this quality.
Washington's goal has built an even bigger lead. We're in the third period. Position, at least that is important. Face-off win, and now what will they do with it? By number 43.
You can do it. You don't suck that much.
Yeah, I do.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my players. Because you suck. You suck something fierce, dude.
Shut up. And one comment gallery, I'll ask. Until then, you just shut your mouth.
Nope.
Fine then. Stop.
9 minutes still left in the third.
I'm gonna wreck you, boy.
They're up now by 3.
Speaking of which, I actually do need to watch that.
Boy.
Go back to my hole.
Go back to your hole.
Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me to go to my hole and stay there?
Yes. Odds are, though, you are in your hole and you aren't staying there.
More than likely.
You're getting some good saves from your goaltender.
And I'm not getting annihilated.
No, it's
But
because
I'm
of the
wrong.
lag. It's seriously because of the lag. Because like when I'm getting good opportunities to go after you into your zone and like circle around you like I always do, I can't do it because you know the game is lagging so much.
It's a long 5-on-3 power play, and it begins now. Washington's got that face-off.
Hey, Jeff's on.
Yep.
He probably had the early shift tonight or something then.
Probably.
Yeah, because he's been saying he's been working a lot more now.
That's an excellent wrist shot that he's able to deny.
Alright. Like 5 more minutes of game time and then time to watch.
The World
Cubbies
Series.
Time to watch the Cubbies win it all. I seriously hope they do. I really do. And I don't know why everyone's like rooting for Cleveland to win. It's like, no. I am getting some good hits on.
Yep.
It's just my time on attack and my passing percentages are abysmal.
That's because you are abysmal.
Oh, I actually kind of needed to, you know, plug my phone in because at 2%. That's kind of useful.
Snapping a pass to Bennett. Now it's directed to Placanitz. Trying to go to Bennett. Shifts to the backhand and shoots. And he missed it. Oh, that puck slowed up and just missed the side of the net. Slid to Wheeler. Shoots. And it's driven away. The Canadians are lugging it.
Damn it.
Through the defensive end. Lets it go. A terrific shot, but it's
Like, why can't I get out of my own freaking zone? See, there's the lag. It's like, hey, I would have done better on that poke check, but nope, lag.
EA hates us.
I don't know why they hate us. I mean, we play a heck of a lot.
And what I don't understand is how people, they're like Division 1 in putt, and the game's been out, what, 2 months?
Yeah, they play a lot.
But I also probably guarantee you they probably have, you know, better connections. Or they probably have their house set up on like T1 or T3 lines.
Canadians hopefully shifting from defense to offense in their own end. Puck is thrown to beat.
Which you don't get flag on those.
Come on. Damn it. You know, I have we got really good internet like a year ago, so we should not be having issues at all here at home. Damn it!
I mean, and I've had BIOS for a couple years, and I don't have any issues here. So
yeah, it's the server. Of course, EA doesn't want to admit it. God damn it!
Wow. That was
That's all the lag right there. Because I couldn't move the puck around like I wanted to. It's like, here's the lag, and you try to throw the pass at the right time, and because it's lagging, you know, it's a freaking joke. You know, and I wouldn't have given up a goal either. I'd still have my damn shutout. I'm going on to Twitter. I'm tweeting you, EA.
and
But yeah, so that was this episode of X75 Unsanctioned. We at least got our one game in.
and next week
Will be Battlefront.
will be Star Wars Battlefront for the first time in weeks.
Well, it'll also be the first time for this show as well. Because keep in mind,
Exactly.
as we've been doing these Twitter polls and whittling it down, if you notice that it's like, well, last week when we did the poll, you chose from 3 games. Then it was 2 games. That's because we're now going into a rotation. So now it will go WWE, NHL, Star Wars. WWE, NHL, Star Wars. It'll be going in that rotation consistently. I know I did an episode, a bonus episode for you guys over the weekend when I was playing Fallout 4, which was supposed to be an hour, but then it became 2.5. You know, we may do stuff like that more often, which will only stay on Twitch for the short period of time that's allowed on Twitch. But, shout out to Ben Penrod at Southern Maryland Comic Con, which takes place Sunday, November 13th, 2016 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Hollywood Volunteer Fire Department at the Hollywood, Maryland. Admission's $10. Kids are free. Southern Maryland or somd.mdcomiccons.com for more information and to purchase tickets. And then, of course, as always, we want to thank the sponsor of the Xperience Hockey Talk, the Till Kill in Frederick, Maryland, the Till Kill Pub and Eatery, located at 5605 Spectrum Drive in Frederick, Maryland. Come to the Celtic-themed sports pub featuring the world-famous Till Kill girls. For more on Till Kill Frederick, visit them on Facebook today. And as always, you can follow the Hockey Podcast at Xperience Hockey on Twitter and Facebook.com/Xperience Hockey Talk. And then, of course, you can follow me on Twitter at the Lindenbaum75. We will be back next week doing Star Wars Battlefront. Hopefully we'll have Shaggy tweeting with us and having some fun with that as well. Please note, though, This Saturday, November 5th, in Joppa, Maryland, I will be at MCW Pro Wrestling's Autumn Armageddon Tour featuring Ryback, Bubba Ray Dudley, Leo Rush, Melina. I will be there doing the pre-show and the post-show podcast on my podcast, The Xperience, which you can catch that on Facebook.com/X75 Productions. Then next weekend, on Friday and Saturday, I'll be with MCW Pro Wrestling again for the wrap-up of the Autumn Armageddon Tour in Waldorf and Frederick, Maryland, both featuring Kevin Nash. And then, of course, on November 13th, I will be at Southern Maryland Comic-Con with Mansa Herndon and Ben Penrod for the Pro Wrestling Fan Panel at that con. And then November 18th through 20th, I will be in New Jersey for DerpyCon. I'm actually leaving on November 17th and coming back on the 21st. So that will be very interesting. And then I'm on vacation Thanksgiving week, so you might be seeing extra bonus stuff of me playing other games like Uncharted 4, Fallout 4, The Order 1886, which I really want to get back to playing that game because it is a fun game. So this month will be a very travel-filled month for me, but I will make sure that we have lots of good episodes for you guys as well. So with that, Dickson, say goodbye, Dickson.
Goodbye, Dickson.
And with that, we'll see you next week when we play Star Wars Battlefront on X75 Unsanctioned. And thanks to our listeners of the Xperience Hockey Talk, and thanks for bearing with this episode.